Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Friday, all that stuff. I hope everybody's having a good week. I hope people are sort of recovering from the moon madness, I'm just going to call it. It's quite incredible, wasn't it? I'm sure we've all been experiencing different things, maybe some similar things, or maybe nothing. Some people I've been talking to haven't been affected by it at all, or just aren't even aware of the fact that something like that could actually affect. But there's just one thing I want to say before I go into the topic that I'm about to talk about, is that since the moon changes the tides, okay, the tides change, right? The moon and everything sort of, actually the moon causes that, the changing of the tides. How can that not mess with human beings, right? Like, how can that not mess with human beings, emotions, physical things, and also technology? Okay, I'm just going to put that out there, and I'm going to get off my thing with that and move on to the topic that I want to just talk with you briefly. Hopefully I don't blab on, but I want to talk about, just going at your own pace, because this actually came up for me a little while ago when I was working out. And I actually posted something like this in my on my Facebook group, my health and fitness accountability group that I have here on Facebook. And it's about, and I think the quote said, "Be brave and go at your own pace." And I just really loved that, because I feel like, and this is just my whole thing on it, you might get something else from that, but like for me, it's like, it's almost like an ego thing. Like, just be tough and go at your own pace. You think it would be the opposite of like, be tough and plow through it, right? Which I have done and I do in certain situations. You have to just do what you have to do, right? But with different things, it could be with working out, it could be with eating, you're changing up your eating. It could be you're learning a new skill, you're starting your own business, maybe you're a fitness instructor and you're learning a new format, right? I know how that feels. But for me, I was working out. I've been doing this program through Beachbody. It's called 80-Day Obsession, and it's 80 workouts. I'm in phase 1, almost at the end of week 3. So it's moving along, let's just say. And the workouts are great. I love them. They're challenging. They're fun. They're different. They get changed up every week, so you don't get like the same thing. I mean, it's the same moves, but the reps and the sets may change. But it's just cool that each video that gets streamed, I stream it online through my TV. It's just nice that the workouts are just a little bit different, So it's new. It's fresh in a way. And then the nutrition plan is this timed nutrition, which is very new to me. You're supposed to be eating at certain times, before your workout, after your workout, and then throughout the day, So it can get kind of, in the beginning it was a little overwhelming, but I got through that. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Today was day 19, and it was leg day. And I looked at my tracking sheets of the weights I used last week, and I was like, ooh, I went heavy at the end there. Maybe I will start with that weight, right? Not really taking into consideration that I was kind of tired today. Today was sort of a busy day. I taught 4 classes and had to break down things and set up things, and I had a meeting and things like that. So it's like kind of tired. It's the end of the week and the whole moon thing. But I was like, I'm going to start with those heavies. And I found myself getting so frustrated, and my arms were getting sore, and, my grip was really hurting too, which can happen when you're lifting heavy. And I was just getting really pissed off. So And I was talking like this, like, you know, just with that like tight teeth sort of talk when you're just like, "Ugh," like that's basically what I was doing. And it wasn't like I was in pain or anything, although it felt painful in a different way in my body. But it was like, I felt like it was my ego. My ego was just sort of coming in like, you know, Liz, you just can't get through this. And oh my God, I just have to stay with these heavies and bear through it. And, you know, and I was just like, I was getting so frustrated to the point where I wanted to quit. You know, my mind was starting to play tricks on me and was just sort of like, just quit, Liz, just quit. But I didn't want to. I knew I didn't want to, but like I was really just tired and frustrated about it. So I all of a sudden, Autumn Calabrese, who's the trainer on this program, she kind of came on and said something about like, you know what, there is something about being, you know, comfortable, being uncomfortable, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Being comfortable in the uncomfortable, but also being uncomfortable, you know, in this, gosh, I don't know what she said or how she said it, but I hope you know what I mean. It's just more like so uncomfortable that you are just like frustrated and nothing's working and you really could potentially hurt yourself. Let's just put it that way. And it just I wasn't enjoying it whatsoever. And I could feel it. Like my form was just sucking. And I was like, finally, when she said that, like, she's like, just adjust your weights. Adjust your weights. And I was like, I hit pause. Took a few breaths. And I was just like, okay, you know what? Yeah, my body is sort of screaming at me right now in a way that's almost unsafe. You know, I was probably going too heavy to start and maybe just too heavy in general of the way I feel today, like on all levels, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you know, the whole shebang. So I took a couple deep breaths. I adjusted my weights. I went a little lower and I said, I'm just going to focus on form and I'm going to get through this because I know I can get through it. Hit play. And I just went with that. And oh my God, what a difference. It wasn't easy. I didn't make it easy on myself at all. Like it wasn't like I was going super, super light with the weights. It was just like so much easier. I could do the moves more correctly. I felt more organized and more just better. It was still hard, but I was comfortable. I felt steady and stable. So I decided to just go at my own pace. The title of this video I'm doing is that I took care of myself. I stopped and I just took a breath, stopped all things, took a moment to myself and just said, I'm going to slow down and it's okay. Still going to get a good workout in. Okay, I'm feeling my legs right now and I'm going to feel them again tomorrow. But this is just something that could just in any part of your life, right? Oh my God, if we could just stop and just go at our own pace, right? Because we just compare ourselves all the time, right? All the time. In social media, I know I've talked about this in my videos, but it's so important to remind ourselves that we can't always compare ourselves to Joe Schmo or whoever, that we're all at different levels, all at different paces, right? With whatever it is we're doing, whether it is working out, changing your food up, okay, the way you eat, you're learning a new skill, or you're starting a new business, and you know, you got a family, you got a job, you know, you just got all these other things that you have to do, and just giving yourself that space of like, okay, I'm getting really frustrated now and really pissed off and really uncomfortable. How can I adjust this right now? How can I adjust so I don't just like throw my hands up and say, F this, okay? So that's the message that I just want to put out there, that going at your own pace is self-care. It's taking care of you on all realms, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It is. And yeah, we're going to mess up. We're going to totally throw it away, and we're going to plow through things, and we're going to get injured, or we're going to get stressed out, we're going to blow up, have mental breakdowns, whatever, right? We're human. We're human. But if we could just sort of keep this in mind of like, oh, okay, this is how I feel today, or this is what's going on today, or, you know, my daughter or son is having a moment themselves, right? It's like, okay, how can I adjust this? How can I take care of me? All right, me first. What do I have to do? I know sometimes things are like super urgent, especially when they come to our kids and even to our spouses and partners, right? We sometimes have to act fast. I get that. I have to do it too. We all do. But just keeping in mind that going at your own pace is self-care. It's taking care of yourself. It does not mean that you suck and that you failed, okay, and that you're a failure, all right? So that's my message. I'm going to end here, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you soon. All right, bye, everybody.